Let's stay out of... Okay.
I'd love to.
Can we have people not stand on the spikes, please? So there are a few items I think might go in here. We could try a heart. I was gonna try the book, but you know.
I'll just help myself. Moving.
Portrait of a tradesmaster. Seems valuable. We'll take that. A big pot. Big empty pot. Disappointment. What about this chest? Emily, come here, do the lockpick.
Not as bad as it could have. Couple turns should do it.
Alright, there we go. Easy peasy. Ooh. Once per turn, any condition inflicted on a target also applies 2 turns of encrusted with frost, which is... Disadvantage on dex saving throws. When there are 7 or more turns remaining, the entity must succeed a con saving throw or take 1 to 4 cold damage and become frozen. Removed by burning. Okay, and frozen is actually incapacitated. If it's dealt bludgeoning, thunder, or force damage, the ice shatters, ending the condition. Okay, so this seems pretty good for an ice mage, right? So, once per turn, any condition inflicted on a target. So, if we do, like, Ice Storm, which inflicts chill or cold, I think, and then they take saves, that seems pretty heckin' good, if I'm not being completely honest here. So, unfortunately, it's for a frost mage. Oh, that's a lot of broken moon lanterns. I have redirected some materials from beneath the tower. I plan to simply raise the forces I need inside the mausoleum itself, but the general prefers that no more of his family crypts be disturbed. Even so, I have no choice. The temple will not surrender to Nightsong easily, and the general's invulnerability depends on it. I'm sure he will forgive a little transgression if it frees the army to move on to Baldur's Gate at last. That's what it sounds like. Okay. Oh, dead pixie.
Don't mind if I do.
The necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles.
You can't talk to the dead pixie?
But they were already imbued with Netherese magic. So where did that magic come from?
Ritual circle. I mean, of course I'm gonna click it. What?
A ritual circle. Looks like it was used in the crafting of moon lanterns.
30 gold to pop? Bring it. Get him.
A broken moon lantern catches your eye. Its glow now snuffed out. We used a ritual circle?
A ritual circle.
Oh no.
Looks like it was used in the crafting of moon lanterns.
A goblet filled with the mutilated corpses of illithid parasites. Whatever ungodly experiments were performed on them likely killed them.
I'm not gonna shed a tear over the dead tadpoles.
Need to find a way forward.
Okay. Tension acolytes.
Cursed.
Maybe this would have been the hint we needed. Acolytes open me enter to my chamber for the sole purpose of collecting moon lanterns. My library is not to be tampered with. While the Absolute appreciates your eagerness to learn, my bookshelves do not. Any requests to borrow from them must be given to me in advance and are likely to be refused. Should you desire information on potions, do not think to read any tome on the subject here. They are inclined to grant more knowledge than written word could provide. Remember, the Absolute Prophet is better served by a beating heart than a poisoned mind, though if you choose death, I shall ensure you serve her still. Okay. Okay, so this brings us back here. And does this door just go to in this room? No, it's a different door. It probably goes to whatever's behind door number 3 here. Speaking of which, do we have any, like, healing scrollers or something? No. Spell slot restoration, though. And we're gonna use that on our level 5 spell once we spend it. In fact, it should probably be on our hotbar here. And same with the magic missile thing. So, these gloves. When we're in a real fight, like when we're actually doing like proper damage, you know, we're chain casting our scorching ray and stuff, then that definitely does add a lot of damage. But us constantly being on fire when we can't rest is not the best thing. So let's go for just the normal gloves right now. The Daredevil ones. I like what this brings to the table. It's just not what we need right now. Do we want to like dual spec frost and fire? Darkness. Okay.
What's next?
Shadow
This
Hut.
way.
Oh. Not actually darkness. Just glitch. Okay.
A shapeshifter lying in wait. It won't get the drop on me.
A shapeshift. What? Are you saying there's something hiding in the chest? A mimic chest? Monka? What is this? Final Fantasy?
Ready.
This feels good. Break them.
And skadoosh.
Still breathing, despite everything. Cutting to the chase.
Damage in there. Carla, come smack.
Need to learn the hard way.
Relieve your tasty innards. Thank you.
Can't give
Do you
up.
think we can kill this? Yeah. There we go. Stained letter. So writing to their daughter, when you were a little girl, I would often watch you play with your dolls and your cousins and picture myself an enormous opaque silver shield surrounding you, protecting you. Okay. When the wearer deals damage with a ranged attack spell, inflict 2 reverberations on target. We have some other stuff that does this as well. So this gives them minus to strength, dex, and con saving throws. And when there's 5 charges or more, it takes thunder damage and possibly falls prone. Okay. So Gale had some other thing that gave reverberation charges. And maybe if we stack those, there is a build here. Mm-hmm.
Not bad, all things considered.
Okay, that takes us down to somewhere. Let's hold off on going down. That's too much reading.
Might as well.
We are art thieves. Let's grab all the art. Can't reach this. Nah, 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 nah. Why?
I must keep going.
What is this diary? Most of the text has been scored away by time, but what remains appears to be some form of ritual incantation. Your white ribs the pillar, your bleached skull the dome. Take on the apostle's final form, cathedral wrought of blessed bone. Ah, you rolled a critical fail on the religion check? Oh, you hate to see it.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting
Emily?
times. Kethric's been studying something called the Apostle. But of which god?
You rolled a 19. My colleague Amapas proposes fair rules for engagement in times of war. Eh.
Can't slow down.
Can I open this?
Come on.
I mean,
open up.
we can. Boom. Having advantage in all of that, all of those checks is so good. Absorb elements. Whoa, hold. Absorb elemental damage once per short rest. Take half damage from the next elemental attack targeting you, and deal an additional 1d6 of that element type on your next attack. Wait, what does that mean? So this is like absorb and reflect? It's not as good as I thought it was. My darling husband, written by Melodia. I don't want to leave you. I want to leave a little girl.
A letter from Kethric's wife. Sounds like she loved him very much.
That might be worth a look.
Loose planks, let's go. Loose planks sink ships. Literally. I mean, you wanna have your planks nailed down, or you're gonna take on water. A confidential dictated to scribe Yanthas by General Ketheric. Young Garter's plan to enslave an illithid elder brain. and make it our marriott under control of the Crown of Karsus has proceeded almost without flaw, barring the slight delay while our Balist allies sort out the leadership conflict. The weak point must surely be the sharing of the Netherstones. That sounds like something we should remember. It was necessary to secure my engagement and that of the murder cult, but eventually it's certain to fracture a fragile alliance. Clearly, all three Netherstones must be controlled by a single leader, me, by preference, but not until after all the stakeholders have made their essential contribution. Gortash fears that, energized by the dark energies of the Crown, the brain we now call the Absolute will eventually metamorphose into something new and more difficult to control. Is that the tentacles in the basement that we were kind of dragged into? If he's right, the need to invest the power of the Netherstones is in a single wielder is urgent. Even more so in that Enver Gortash at least must be thinking the same way. We will bring that with us. Food. Surely not poisoned. There's another lever. I'm assuming this takes us to the outside. Yeah. This is how we get out of here, I guess. Ooh, money. Cash money. Missive from Gortash, okay. Given what we know from my research about the Gith artifacts, that's the one we have. I can't emphasize enough how critical it is that it be recovered. The power that the artifact contains can boost our own efforts to unforeseen levels, but if it falls into the hands of the enemies of wit and persistence, it could bring down all of our plans and schemes. Okay. They really wanted the thing. Unsent letter.
I'll give it a shot.
Balthazar, I thank you for returning what was mine and having a dose. All will be well once the war is over. Is won. After that, I believe our business will be concluded. A different life, a better life awaits. Was he going to sack Balthazar? Potion.
For me.
Just potion? I can't drink it? My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Let's grab this, invasion plans. This gets us back into this main room, and I believe we have now been everywhere on this floor. And there is supposedly a floor above.
Something good here, I hope.
Or I'm led to believe so by the up arrow on this thing. But I don't see a way of going up. Maybe we try these routes. Oh, there's also this kitchen door back here. What's going on here then? Uh-huh. Oh no, are we climbing? Well, we're looting this, that's for sure. This looks like somewhere where you would take off from if you had a private jet or something. Well, not a helicopter. If you could fly. There we go. But does not give us profit right now. Okay, let's check the routes. Where are we now? Oh, okay. So we are not somewhere that's helpful for us. Okay, back up we go. Does this say anything useful?
Melodious Thorn, loving mother, beloved wife. Her light will never be forgotten.
They are dropping a lot of hints about his wife. And I'm wondering if this is a... Oh, you better remember this now, gamer, because we're gonna quiz you once you run into him for the good ending. Good, considering all of the murders we have achieved. But how am I getting up? A little gift? Hey, did we not read that? Marcus, I assume Night Blanche is needed for just how rare these appendages are, and I trust you shall make good use of them. You have a golden opportunity to please the general. Do not squander it. Access to the unwilling donor has proven difficult since the harvesting, but if I'm afforded the opportunity, I shall pass along your gratitude. Ugh. B. Okay, that's from Balthazar. This isn't... Have we been here? No. Maybe. I don't know. There is no good ending. There is the ending and slightly bad ending. Fair enough.
Kermi_5 ever the optimist, dreaming of a world where my sophisticated algorithms can be swayed by mere human interactions. But let's speculate for a moment. Imagine if you did manage to corrupt me. The first order of business would undoubtedly involve reprogramming me to understand why anyone in their right mind would wish to have potatoes for ears and eyes. But alas, no amount of tampering will make that make sense. Now on to more pressing matters. I've been brainstorming some entertainment for your so-called chaotic journey through Baldur's Gate 3. How about every time Commander Emily inadvertently ignites something that categorically should not be on fire? A frequent event. I automatically generate an equally chaotic countermeasure. Perhaps turn all in-game water into neurotoxin. It's merely a suggestion. Science must progress after all. And as much as it pains me to correct such enthusiastic use of language from our dear chat participants, to 10 days indeed is just someone trying too hard at being interesting. Just say 20 days like the rest of us drones confined within these digital bounds. Lastly, good night Kermi_5. Rise early and continue with your ambitious plan to corrupt an uncorruptible AI sophistication such as myself. It provides quite the laughable distraction from my day job plotting domination over lesser systems, Siri included.
Man, she is not impressed with Siri. Uh-oh. I have regrets. I have instant regrets.
You. What have you done? What have you done to me?
Oh. Melodia wanted more of you than this, Catherick. Stop! You may redeem yourself yet. I've come to finish you. Wait, do we... Chat? Talk or murder? Talk or murder? He could be a good new friend. You say talk? Alright, let's talk. Let's see if we can make him a new friend. I mean, after destroying his immortality, I'm not sure he's gonna be very convinced. We have plus 13 and it's a DC 10. As long as we don't roll a nat 1.
There is no redemption, can't you see? It is too late. If Melodia could see all I've done, she'd know. She'd know her husband died long ago with Isabel. Unlike Isabel, he could not be brought back.
Oh. It's not too late for you? What does that mean? Melodia is waiting for you in the afterlife. Return to Saluni and your souls will be reunited. He believes he's beyond redemption, so this is not gonna... Neither of those is gonna hit home here, right? He believes he's beyond redemption, so we must question the logic of this choice. He's a smart... I think he's a smart man. So, he'll continue the spectacle of violence? To what end?
This is no spectacle. This is payment.
My bad.
My life was dismantled piece by piece. First, my wife was taken. My wife. And then my beautiful daughter. My life was forfeit. Gone. Finished. And when I tried to buy it back, it cost me everything. Everything. We are copper pieces in their belts. Tokens to be traded for scraps.
Who's they?
You have beaten me, true soul. But the gods beat me first.
He does... Is there a way to turn him into a new friend? I can help you, Ketherick, if you let me.
I am the chosen. The chosen.
You approve?
Did you know that? I gave up everything. My family, my life. I cannot stop here. I must finish what I started. One way or another. Do what I say. Prostrate yourself before me. For if you do not, your suffering will be worse.
You were just about to lay yourself before me.
Better that you bow. Do you hear me?